Welcome to the I'm Not Dumb Bud podcast, where we won't claim to have all the answers to life's deepest questions, but we'll give you an exciting journey into the realms of knowledge you never knew you needed. Today, we bring you another episode of I'm Not Dumb News. I'm your host, Victor, joined by the member and president of Just Calves for Men, Caesar.
Hello.
And he doesn't call himself a podcaster, but he's staying in a Holiday Inn Express, Rob.
Yo.
And a special guest, you may know him from the Trading Cards episode. We've asked him to leave the studio numerous times, but for some reason he's still here, Chris.
What's up?
All right, you guys ready for some news?
Let's do it, man. Let's stay current.
All right. Rite Aid lost more than $1 billion in months before bankruptcy filing. So on August 16th, Rite Aid filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection and is now preparing to close at least 154 stores nationwide as part of its restructuring efforts. Rite Aid lost more than $1 billion in the months before it filed for bankruptcy. The drugstore has spent the past several years under pressure from the weight of slowing sales, long-term debt, and lawsuits alleging it oversupplied painkillers and contributed to the nation's opioid epidemic. The company is also too small to compete against its better-funded rivals CVS, or CVS, depending on who's saying it, and Walgreens, which have both been leaning into healthcare models as Rite Aid stayed true to its pharmacy and retail focus. Rite Aid is the third biggest standalone pharmacy chain in the U.S., and as the entire drugstore retail sector struggles to compete with Amazon and big box chains like Walmart, Target, and Costco.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
So, with this news of Rite Aid's bankruptcy, do you guys differentiate any differences between Rite Aid, CVS, Duane Reade, or Walgreens?
Nope.
Negative.
Am I the only one?
No,
It's the
I
same
don't
shit.
know. It's the same store.
It's the same thing. It's that Spider-Man meme.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Yeah.
But isn't it Walgreens and Rite Aid are the same, right?
No,
They're the same parent?
Duane Reade, I think, or Walgreens owns Duane Reade, I think, or vice versa.
It's the same thing, man.
Okay.
But they're all the same store to me.
It's something, right.
They have the same sales. I literally have the Walgreens and a CVS next to me now, and I walk in and I'm like, that's on sale. I go to the other one. Oh, it's the same thing on sale.
Have you walked into these stores now? Everything's behind a plastic locked
in the
case.
city. In the city. Yo, I went into a CVS in the city, and Duane Reade has it as well. If you want to get ice cream, it's behind glass. You have to call an attendant.
Have you guys seen the new? They're like these, like the doors. It's like this. It's like an ad. You guys haven't seen those?
No.
What doors?
The freezer doors are no longer like glass doors. They're just like these computer screens that are just showing ads and telling you what's behind the door.
I haven't seen those.
No, I've not seen that.
The one I go to has the glass doors, but they just have like a bike lock on them.
And you have to press a button and say, oh, and you have to wait until someone comes in.
You got to ring a fucking doorbell to get like deodorant now. It's like ridiculous.
Not even deodorant. I went to get like hand lotion, and it was behind glass. Like I'm like, who the fuck gives a shit? It's just hand lotion.
You press the button and you look at the employee and he looks at you in the eye and then he continues to talk to somebody.
I need this gallon of Jergens. Don't ask why.
I have really dry skin.
So they mentioned that these kind of companies are shifting towards healthcare models. Have you guys ever went to any of these places for healthcare services?
Yeah, they give you the shot there. The
right?
Fauci shot.
I think they're trying to turn them more into like urgent cares. I think like CVS was trying to become an urgent care or some shit like that.
Yeah, you can go in there for a flu shot. You can go in there for your COVID. You can go for a booster. I don't even know. If you're ODing, you can walk in there and they'll hit you with Narcan. I don't even like. They got everything, right?
What I've seen is that like they're starting to make pharmacists a little bit more like primary care doctors. So you go into a pharmacy, you talk to the pharmacist, and then you're like, I'm suffering from this, and he suggests things for you. Maybe that's part of it too.
So they're saying what are they saying? They oversupplied painkillers that contributed to the nation's opioid epidemic.
So there's lawsuits against them for oversupplying painkillers, which I feel like that's just like a part of it, right? I think there's a lot of people going for the actual companies themselves, and we can do a whole different podcast on this. But the Sackler family, like there's a lot of people going for them, or because they're the ones that I think it's the Sackler family, right?
I've heard of that name. I'm surprised that Walgreens and CVS are implicit in those lawsuits as well.
Right, because aren't they just filling prescriptions?
Same thing. Yeah,
It's the same thing, yeah.
So if a doctor writes a note saying, "Hey, give this guy 6 refills of an opioid," they're just doing what they've been told to do. Like they can't say, "Oh no, we're not going to give you 6 refills. We'll give you 0."
Although the only thing they're going to say is like, "Yeah, your insurance isn't paying for it. You want to pay cash or credit for that?"
Cha-ching. I'll pay cash. Do you think that they'll consolidate some of these companies? Like if Rite Aid goes out, maybe like a CVS will buy them?
Well, didn't Target buy CVS? Or did they merge? They merged together.
Something, yeah. Because if you go to Target, all the pharmacists in the Target are CVS.
There's a pharmacy in Target?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on Amazon, because Amazon's been buying a lot of these smaller healthcare little firms and stuff. Keep an eye on that. They probably will.
They should buy that so I can just ship my prescriptions to my house. Yeah, I mean, I got a couple of. I got a bad shoulder, It's been bothering me for about 15 years now.
Rob also takes like 6 Advils.
They're expired, so it's all right.
They're not private label, so I have to double up.
He just has like subscriptions of supplements and vitamins that he takes on a regular. He's got more fish oil in him than a fucking mackerel.
If you threw me in a pool right now, I would blow Phelps out of the fucking water.
That's crazy. To be honest, this is my first time hearing about this. The Rite Aid going.
It happened earlier this week, so.
I declare bankruptcy!
Our next article. Tesla announces Cybertruck deliveries in November. It claims 125,000 production capacity. Tesla has announced that the Cybertruck deliveries will start on November 30th. At Gigafactory, Texas, Tesla has began pilot production of the Cybertruck and insists it remains on track for initial deliveries this year and production lines of 125,000 units per year. So, are we fans here of the Cybertruck? What are your thoughts on it in general?
Anytime I hear Cybertruck, I think of when they were hitting the
window
with the bat, and that thing just shattered.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not buying a truck if the window's going to shatter with the bat. I'm just not going to do it.
Personally, I think it's the ugliest fucking thing ever created.
I agree.
It looks like the Halo Warthog. Does anyone think that or no?
Yeah, there have been comparisons of it, but like somehow the Warthog is cooler.
Yeah, because it's got a turret on the back. But
that's an update. You have to pay extra
right?
for the turret, yeah.
I'm down with that. But it's not a nice looking truck. It's not something I would want to drive around.
I'm not a fan.
But I love pickups, like a Dodge Ram 1500 or a Chevy Silverado.
So let's talk about
those things are badass.
So let's talk about that. So does Tesla still have the edge, though, with the Cybertruck? Because remember when the Cybertruck came out, everyone was like, holy shit, Tesla's coming out with this fucking Cybertruck. It's going to be fucking amazing. That's usually Tesla's own hype people doing that. But does it still have the edge? Because we have the Ford F-150 Lightning, the Rivian, the Chevrolet Silverado EV. Have you guys seen or looked at any of those other cars?
My thing is, you ever seen these commercials for like an F-150 Silverado or any of these? It's like the guy's in his fucking farm. He's pulling all this, this tractor or whatever. There is not a charging station in sight. So in reality, like, how am I actually going to do this?
Fair point. Where's this farmer out in the middle of nowhere charging his F-150 Lightning? But you know what? If you go into the suburbs, there's a whole bunch of wannabe farmers out there that buy these big fucking pickup trucks and literally haul nothing.
Yeah, they're going to like Home Depot and picking up a lamp and they're throwing it in the back of their truck. You know what I mean? I love pickup trucks. I do. I want one. I want to be, out of our friend group, the guy with the pickup truck to help you move. But I don't know if it's going to be in the Cybertruck.
To not help you move. To say, yeah, I'm busy that weekend.
I want to give you the option, but I'm always going to be busy.
Yeah. He does. He also doesn't want to dirty his truck with your crap.
He's like, bro, there's no charging electric stations. I can't do it.
So let's compare a few of the two. So the Cybertruck is estimated, these are estimates, to be 800 horsepower, have 1,000 pounds of torque, and can go up to 500 miles. The starting price for a single motor was first announced to be around $40,000, so $40,000. But that was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. So now they're saying it's estimated to go up to around $60,000. And that's the single motor. The tri-motor is estimated to be around $80,000.
Jesus.
And what's this car for? Which one is this?
This is the Cybertruck.
Oh, the Cybertruck. Okay.
Yeah, this is Tesla. And then you go to like the Ford F-150 Lightning, which starts around $50,000. And the Silverado EV, which also it's around $52,000.
I'm looking at the Ford Lightning now. This thing looks nice. Real nice. Compared to that fucking Cybertruck.
Electric cars they're not where they need to be right now, I don't think. The F-150 Lightning is beautiful. Have you seen this thing? I've seen a couple of Rivians. Is that how you say Rivian? And the Silverado, I love the Silverado, but
Geralt of Rivian.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
It looks more futuristic than the fucking Cybertruck. It just looks like a piece of shit.
Would any of you ever buy a pickup truck, point blank period, regardless of what it is?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I've wanted a pickup truck for the longest time.
Would you buy an electric pickup truck?
Yes.
Yeah. Not the Cybertruck. I'll pass.
But why not? Is it only because of the look, or because
it's the look? It's the look. I'm not riding around on a trash
the look. I mean, regardless of the specs or whatnot, it's just the look of it. It's just.
You know what's disturbing about the Cybertruck? When you think of a truck, you think of like a nice bed on the back of the truck to throw all your shit in. The Cybertruck doesn't have that. It has like a little covered bullshit, angled fucking thing. Is Tesla still all that it's hyped up to be? In your guys'
I hope it is, because I own them.
I meant their actual product.
Have you ever sat in a Tesla?
No, actually. I don't think so.
So some of them are very nice. But some of their base models, it's like $100,000 iPad. I mean, that's what you're sitting in.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's nothing to it.
What's the nice
like
one?
Maybe
the
one
X,
button.
The Model X or whatever?
They got the X with the
S. The S?
Well, the S is their sports car. Their X, it has that, like the wings.
That's
like
the SUV?
That's really nice. And that fits a lot of people in there. I've been in that car with like 7 people in there, and they fit. Yeah, there's nothing to them.
Because I heard like the Model 3 is like the basic of the basics.
It's like $30,000.
I think it's more expensive than that.
I've been in a Model 3. There's nothing to it. I would never buy a Model 3. I always liked the idea of it, but there's nothing there.
I'll buy a Tesla. The SUVs look nice, but the truck, that's a hard pass.
For $80,000?
Starting, it's probably more than that.
That's expensive, man.
That is expensive.
How did cars become so expensive?
That's not even including interest on that loan you took out to fucking buy this thing.
Yeah, it's the present value, right?
And
MBA
so I
school?
went to Tesla's website just because I was looking for a price for it. And these motherfuckers, they go, order one today. All you need to do is give us $100.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's how they get you, right?
Marketing, yeah, that's some marketing bullshit.
Yeah. What about the other $70,000?
Yeah. And
with
then
8% interest.
A week later, you get a bill for fucking $80,000.
And
I'm not about it yet.
Think they're going to deliver these by November 30th?
That's what they're saying. You'll start seeing them on the road.
You think you'll see them? I mean, you'll definitely see them in the city.
You'll see them in Westchester.
You'll see them in Westchester.
You'll see them like Scarsdale, that Bronxville. You'll see them in those fucking areas.
You'll see them in the nice areas of Connecticut, Fairfield, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's no guy in Wisconsin or fucking Montana pulling this shit in a Cybertruck.
There's got to be at least 2 guys there.
All right, maybe 2.
LA, they're going to be all over Cali.
Oh, everyone's going to have a Cybertruck.
In traffic.
You know the best part? When I was in LA visiting my cousin, there was this kid, he worked for Amazon, and he was just getting, and I would go out there every year. Every year he would have a different car. He'd have like a souped up Porsche. He'd have like some crazy Lambo. The last year I went there, he had this like white Ferrari. And I was talking to my cousin, like, how the hell does this guy get a... So what he does is he leases them and then rents them out over the weekend. So he rents them over the weekend, pays for his bill. They tear the shit out of his car. He drives it all week, and then the next year gets a new one.
And you said these are leases?
That's what he's doing with leases. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because I would go out there, I'm riding my cousin's bike, like 4 guys like coming outside and they're like renting this guy's car. And then I'll pull it in. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, he'll rent them out.
How do you rent them out? Just you got to know people?
No, there's a website.
There's an app
Airbnb for
cars. Yep.
Yeah, you can rent your car out over the weekend.
Like an Airbnb for cars?
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you have a crazy dope sports car, people are picking up your car for the weekend.
Oh,
They're paying like thousands just to have for the
Thousands
weekends.
of dollars.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars. And then he's just paying the payment over a couple of weekends, and then he just drives it as a daily driver for the week. Puts the gas in it or charges it, whatever the hell he has to do now. You'll see a lot of that. So just go rent it.
Not worth it.
Put on the expense.
We'll charge it to the podcast. We'll make a YouTube video out of it.
Who pays for it?
Nobody. You write it off.
All right, so the next article. Delta Sky Miles change saga. Improvements made to medallion status and Sky Club Lounge access. Just over a month ago, Delta announced that it was making it significantly harder to earn medallion status while also limiting the number of annual visits that co-branded credit card holders can make to the Sky Club. The uproar about the changes started almost immediately, and it didn't take too long for Delta's changes to trend on Twitter and other social media channels, garnering thousands of negative comments and reactions. So, in response to this, for 2025, Delta has reduced some of the changes that they had initially made. So for 2025, to reach the Diamond Medallion tier, you need to spend about 28,000 medallion qualification dollars, which equates to you need to spend $28,000 in flights. That's the highest tier. The changes also include an increase of the number of annual visits you can make to the Sky Club Lounge with certain credit cards. These cards once included unlimited visits. The full changes of Delta's airline, Sky Miles, just go to the Delta website. So, are you guys part of any airline rewards?
No, but I should.
No.
Do you spend that much in flights?
Nobody does. It's the people that hit all these points are business travelers.
Yeah.
They just buy it on their credit card and expense it.
Yeah, for every Joe's, it's really hard to hit anything.
$28,000 in flights.
I'm not going to hit
That's
a
the
medallion
diamond.
points by going to Turks and Caicos this summer. Like, that's not going to happen.
No, because I think the minimum of any type of tier, according to the website, is going to be $5,000, and even spending $5,000 a year.
That's at least like what, 5-6 trips,
Right?
with the two people.
And you're going like Europe or Asia.
Right.
I'm definitely not gonna hit it because I think Dominicans, they charge in peso, so I don't know how that equates to dollars.
Their in-flight meal. Someone's cooking platanos.
In the back. Is someone barbecuing on this flight?
The pilot's on FaceTime with his family while they're flying.
He's got an AirPod in and he's talking to his wife. It's like your Uber driver. Chris, you're big on points. How many points you got?
Nada. No, it's tough to just traveling for the summer or during the breaks. It's impossible to hit anything.
Are you a medallion?
What's your card?
Like what? Like a rewards card or like?
Yeah, what card was your go-to card for rewards?
For Delta, like I said, I tried to fly Delta because I do have a Delta's I have the lowest one, like the gold. I think it's called Delta Gold credit card, whatever. And
Okay.
that allows me, even though I like for Delta, I'll just try to buy the cheapest possible, right? So I just buy the basic. Buying basic, pretty much you are the last person to get on. Pretty much you have to pay for everything else. But having that credit card allows to get on like right after like first class, like on the so, you know. And then
So it's like
also
semi-priority boarding.
Yeah, and then I get to ship my bags for free. I don't have to pay for that. So I'm pretty much like buying the cheapest by having the credit card kind of balance it out because I can get the perks without paying for it.
Now, do you have to pay for the card?
Card is that the one I have is $99 a year, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like as soon as
Not
you,
bad.
it's not bad, right?
Like $50 to check a bag, right?
Right. Yep.
50
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So if you do the math, it's not bad at all.
And this is through Delta?
Delta, yes. I think the Delta and American Express is the.
Oh, so it's the American
Card.
Express card.
Yeah.
Can't you earn points through Amazon? Is that JetBlue?
Through an Amazon card?
Every time you use your Amazon card, you earn JetBlue miles or something like that. Have you seen that?
No, I don't know about that one.
No.
Yeah, you can link it up, and I believe it's JetBlue, and it's through Amazon. So anytime you use that card to buy like regular purchases, you can rack up miles that way. That's something where you can really, because everyone buys on Amazon. I mean, what's a flight? $200-$300? Every time you go on Amazon, do a haul for like toilet paper and paper towels, you're spending $200.
You poop a lot, bro.
Professional.
I pride myself.
Very proud.
Moving on. The world's best bar for 2023 is revealed. Reported by CNN Travel, the best bars for 2023 have been revealed. An intimate cocktail joint called Sips, located in Barcelona,
actually.
claimed the top spot at 2023's awards. Winners were voted anonymously by the world's 50 Best Bar Academy, a group of 680 industry figures, including bar owners, bartenders, and critics. There is no specific voting criteria, with members simply asked to judge where they have enjoyed the best experience. Only 3 bars in New York City made this year's list, down from 8 in 2015. The runner-up spot went to Double Chicken Please on Manhattan's Lower East Side. Other New York bars in the top 50 are at 17, Overstory in Fidei, and coming in at number 27, Katana Kitten in the Greenwich Village. For the full list, you can go to worlds50bestbars.com. Have you heard of Double Chicken Please?
No, but I'm about to check that out.
I've
heard of Katana Kitten, though.
You've heard of Katana Kitten? I've never heard of it.
I've heard of Katana Kitten.
And I was in Barcelona. I never even heard of the Sips.
It's Barcelona.
It's Barcelona.
That's how I know. That's
Number
how I
one.
know you weren't there. So.
And you're probably not even in the know.
That's probably what it is.
When I was in Barcelona this summer, it was on our list to go, but we didn't make it, unfortunately.
Oh,
Missed
really?
out, bro.
How did you hear about it? Because I never heard of any of these bars until I read this fucking list.
It was my wife who figured it out.
All right. For travel itineraries, reach out to Chris's wife.
Side note, that's pretty cool. This bar academy, 680 in industry figures, including bar owners, bartenders, and critics. That's pretty cool.
I'm assuming though that most of these places are just like these high-end cocktail places. Like you're paying like $20 a fucking glass.
Oh, it's highway robbery.
Yeah, for like customized ice that's in the shape of a katana.
But the Lower East Side has awesome bars. I mean, they have great bars.
Let's talk about the bar scene. What do you guys look for in a bar?
The other day I was out with wifey, and we wanted to go to a bar, and there was a line. So that was the first red flag. And then there was a cover charge. And I'm like,
You go to a bar or a club?
It was a bar out in Brooklyn. And I was like, I looked at her, she looked at me, she was like, she gave me you want to go in? I said, no. I'm not paying a cover charge for a bar. I'm not in college. You crazy?
Well, I'm talking about what's your bar scene, because we're in our 30s now.
Yeah.
We're not, we're not 20 something. I'm not waiting online for a bar. Yeah. So like what I was looking for in a bar when I was like 25 is completely different than what I'm looking for now at 37. So now, what are you looking for in a bar?
To be honest, cool vibe, meaning a couple of TVs in the background playing whatever sports, whatever. Give me domestic and regular beers, nothing fancy, and some
Modelo.
Modelo Especial. I'm a simple man. That's it. Nothing too crazy. The music at a reasonable level.
This point in my life, I just want to go to the bar and I want to hear when we talk to people. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the music, yes, it's nice, but I'm with someone, I want to talk, I want to have the conversation, but definitely the, like you said, the vibe and I don't know, lights, whatever you call it. So,
yeah, line not gonna work for me. I'm gonna need a nice table.
You're in the front.
I'm gonna need a nice table away from a lot of
sitting
people.
Spot.
A sitting spot, no crowds. Okay. I'm gonna need the lighting. I'm gonna need it low, but enough to see the person in front of me. Music toned down.
Right.
And if the air conditioner, I can't be near anything with a draft.
That's a big thing.
So don't put me near the vent. Don't put me near the return. Put me in a good spot, getting comfortable airflow. Service. I don't want to have to go to the bar and stand behind 16 people, try to get my drink. And you're going to need at least 3 to 4 good IPAs, because the ones that you recommend me are not going to work, and I need to be able to run through all of them. But yeah, it's totally changed now. If things are sticky, I don't like sticky.
Oh, right? That's the worst.
Yeah. If I put my forearm on the table and something's pulling back, negative. Totally different. Cover charge, I wouldn't even look at the place. If there's a line, I'm walking right past.
I didn't know that was a thing. I've never been to. Yeah,
bro. When we stepped up, I was like, "What? It was just a regular bar," and I was like, "No." I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Honestly, what kind of annoys me now, even, and this, I guess it's just an old man thing. Guys at the door checking IDs. Even that for me, I understand. Listen, you got to do what you got to do. You got to keep the underage people out. But I'm like, what kind of establishment is this that underage people are even coming in here or trying to get in here?
Yeah, if there's a jack dude sitting on a bar stool in front of the bar, I'm probably not going to go there.
Yeah, or you're there too late. Like, because I don't, I like, happy hour is when I start. Like a 5 p.m. bar trip. That's perfect. And you're
I'm
out by
11.
7. Yeah.
I'm out before everybody's in.
I'm out by 7. I'm out by 9 o'clock.
6. Yeah.
By 9 o'clock, I'm definitely gone. Nothing's good happening at that point.
I don't need to be there.
But you ever gone on a date winter when you get placed by the door? If you go to a restaurant, you get placed by the door, and then every time that fucking door opens, the fucking Arctic comes in, turns every cell in your body frozen for like a split second.
Might as well be sitting outside.
If you bring a girl to a bar and you're sitting by the door, it ain't gonna work.
Oh my God.
She's thinking about how I can stay warm. It's not gonna work for you.
Yeah, she's getting her coat on again. You're like, oh man, she's gonna be uncomfortable.
I'm fine. I'm having a great time. Oh really? Oh, it's great.
You look like you're ready to leave. You're
asking the same question every time.
Worst
feeling. You're getting the
ever.
look from the bartender because he knows you. Now I'd rather just drink in my house.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
It's cheaper.
You're comfortable.
There's no noise. There's none of that. Yeah, it's great.
And you're like close to bed. You're not dressed up.
You might be in bed.
You might be.
And that's okay.
You're not dressed up. You're on the couch, and then all you got to do, you don't even have to go to bed. All you got to do is just lay down, and you're done.
It's so true.
I'm done.
All right. So, in sad news, An elephant dies in St. Louis Zoo after becoming agitated by a loose dog running near herd. A 27-year-old female Asian elephant in the St. Louis Zoo died shortly after her herd became agitated. A small, unleashed, and lost dog was seen running in a non-public area near the elephant barn Friday afternoon. Elephant care workers were trying to contain the dog, but an elephant outside the barn became agitated and was moved inside. The elephant care team observed the elephant become agitated in reaction to vocalizations from the herd and witnessed her collapse. It wasn't clear how the dog got into the zoo, which sits in the middle of a sprawling forest park. The zoo allows service animals with certain restrictions, but not pets. And this is a fun fact for you. Wild elephants have a long lifespans, typically 60 to 70 years of age, but captive elephants have significantly lower lifespans, which are usually dead before the age of 40. The death of a zoo animal is never a good thing. But generally, what are your thoughts on zoos? I enjoy zoos. I like them very much. But I always just feel bad about the animals.
Yeah. I went to the Bronx Zoo over the summer, and it was dope. But then you get to, like, the birds, the big birds especially. They had an eagle there, and I was like, it's in this cage, and you see its wings, and you're like, yo, that fucking thing. Its wings can reach both sides. And I'm like, yeah, it's just fucking sad to see such a majestic bird and just, like, trapped and not being able to do anything.
I felt bad about the lion when last time I went to the Bronx Zoo. I think it was a lion. He's chilling there. He's got a little area, right? He's got, like, some bushes, some grass, a rock to lay on. But, like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, you don't belong in the middle of New York City. Like, this climate isn't for you. You know, this air isn't for you. I don't belong in New York. The climate doesn't work for me, let alone a fucking lion that was just taken from Africa somewhere.
Nah, it's such an old idea. Like, oh, you want to go see this lion? Now you can get up, get in a jet, and have a Mai Tai in Fiji in a few hours. You can get up and go see the lion. You don't have to put it in this cage and watch it there.
You could use your Delta rewards.
Exactly. If you were a medallion member, you could be front row. Now, but something doesn't make sense here, man. This elephant dead at 27?
I guess it, like, you know, had a fucking heart attack or something.
I don't know, man. Did it get the shot?
It was COVID vaccinated.
Did it get the vaccine?
That might have been it.
Yeah, that sounds like it, man.
Wait, you said that the elephant just dropped dead?
It ran around, I guess, a bit and then dropped and then collapsed.
Wow, that's sad.
All because of a little fucking dog.
And possibly the vaccine.
But that's speculation.
You know, I did see a documentary once where a whole bunch of these zoo animals escaped and tried to make their way to Africa. Have you guys seen that?
Was it an animated one?
It was Madagascar.
Great movie. Anytime I see an article on a zoo animal escaping, I immediately get happy.
You're like rooting for
and
them?
then you get to the end of the article and they're like, oh, the animal has to be euthanized for whatever reason. And you're just like, well, it didn't make it far.
I always feel bad about that because it's like the tiger just got out and he's like, the tiger don't belong here. So he's running around trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And then their immediate reaction half the time is just to fucking shoot it down. And you're like, he's just doing tiger shit.
I mean, I didn't forget about Karambo.
Harambe.
Karambo.
Rest in peace.
It sounds like you did forget about it.
Do you guys remember that? My wife was telling me there was a polar bear in Central Park that used to, like, just go in a circle all day because the parents would get depressed or something. You guys remember that?
It sounds somewhat familiar, but I don't remember.
No.
What happened to the polar bear?
Did it die?
It died eventually, yeah.
That's fucking
great
depressing.
story, Chris.
But I'm just saying, it's just sad, how they react. You know?
It's funny. I just saw a TikTok video about this lion in, I forgot, it's in one of those, like, Turkmenistan, one of those countries out in the middle of nowhere. And they abandoned the zoo and they got rid of all the animals except for this one lion who sat there for 6 years by himself in a cage.
Who fed him?
It didn't specify, but he was alive. And then they finally, some like volunteer groups and all of these people got together, and then they brought him to a sanctuary in South Africa after 6 years.
Oh, come on. It's fucked up.
No, I mean, I sit in a zoo for 8 hours a day, and I can't even get out.
Right? Do you sit in an office and think someone's watching you? Like, there's got to be some people that walk by taking pit photos of you.
Yeah, and just pointing. Like, look at this manager. What he's doing. He's on his Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, they gave him an Excel spreadsheet. Some zoos, though, I know function as like sanctuaries, and they do a good job of like taking care of animals, and they'll take like sick animals in that probably couldn't survive in the wild. But I don't think, like, because remember that whole Tiger King thing?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those like for-profit zoos are out there, and all they're trying to do is they just get like these animals to just like parade.
Apparently that's really big, bringing in exotic animals into these countries.
And I'm like, where's the regulations and shit for this stuff? Like,
it's all illegal. That's all that stuff is illegal. They just do it, Remember a couple of years ago where they found a guy with a fucking either tiger, I think it was a tiger in Harlem,
mm-hmm.
and he mauled him.
Yo, who thought that was a good idea?
The tiger was up on his rent, so I don't know what that guy's problem was.
But 40, so an elephant in captivity lives up to be 40, and in the wild, 60 to 7. Damn, that's a 20 to 30 years. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a big difference.
Imagine how long we would be able to live if we didn't have to work. I'd be like 110 years old.
So we're in captivity.
Yeah, we are.
Our 9 to 5s keep us in captivity.
Gotta get off this rock, Chuck. Get back to the mainland. Whatever the hell's going on here, it's bad.
Well, clearly the small dog is an asshole for scaring these elephants. So we're going to go back and revisit another segment of Am I the Asshole?
I'm not an ass. You are an asshole.
I got this from Reddit not too long ago. And am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to clean 100% of our apartment? I, 30 male, live with my long-term girlfriend, 27 female, in a major city. My girlfriend and I live together in a major city to share costs. I only mention this as to provide some information about how much rent costs. While we were both working, I paid 60% of the rent and she paid 40%, with the agreement that I would pay for all the dates because I make 30% more than she does. My girlfriend has felt depressed with her career choice, so I suggested that she quit her job and take some classes to gain certifications in a career she would like more. I agreed to pay rent and utilities as well as pay for her classes and give her some spending money, $300 a month. I'm lucky that I work at a good job so I can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner for free at work. I've also worked on additional projects so I can work more hours in order to support the both of us on my salary alone. For the last 6 months, I've clocked in 60-plus hours a week. When we were both working, we split chores 50-50. However, I find myself burning out during the week and unable to clean, and on the weekends, she wants to spend Saturdays on dates with us cleaning on Sunday together. Aw, that's cute. We got into a bit of a row because I said that I'm dying and I need a day, Sunday, where I can just be alone or to do something with my friends. So in this past sentence, he said, we got into a bit of a row. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? That is British definition for a dispute. So they got into an argument. Meaning, I'm thinking the major city is London.
Yeah.
But that's just my own investigative work.
Yeah, nice one, bub, yeah.
She said she appreciates my help with her career change, but that since we both live in the apartment, we should both clean. I don't think it's fair. She's home much more than I am, and I make almost zero mess because I spend 60-plus hours a week at work. She said just living in the house creates a mess and I should help clean it. So, is he the asshole?
Nope.
Oh, Caesar says no.
That's crazy.
Rob, is he the asshole?
Yes. He's in that relationship. He is the asshole. It's your girlfriend. You should not be making any sort of agreements on that. That was a terrible agreement on your part, and you are the asshole for that. I'm sure that was nice, but no.
Chris, who's the asshole here?
He is the asshole.
All right. So, Caesar, why is he not the asshole?
I'm sticking up for my man. Yo, if I'm paying for all this and I'm working all these hours and you're at home chilling, working on these certificates, and you're not picking up your slack, you either start cleaning up or you better find a job somewhere else. Because I'm not cleaning up at this shit. F that.
Look, they want to clean. She wants to clean together. It's like a group project.
Nah, I get it. I feel the same way. If I'm working during the week 60 plus hours, and then on the weekends I only have maybe 1 or 2 days, maybe just Sunday. Nah, you can clean, and while I watch TV or play or do me, she's the asshole.
Dude, she's saying his mother or his wife. Come on, he's a grown ass man who can clean and cook whatever, and yes, is your girlfriend, but technically you're roommates. So whether you pay $1 or $100 or $1,000, I think you should do your.
He is doing the share
own part in that
by paying for everything.
But that's like Rob said, that's where he fucked up.
Nah.
Yeah.
Or where that agreement.
Exactly. I understand you're working 60 hours a week. I understand she's working on her Target cashier registration certification. But he agreed. He agreed to that. And it was a terrible. He put himself in a terrible position. He is the asshole. Should she help more? Yeah, maybe pick up other chores. But who wants to be in a relationship like that, though? Have you ever been in a relationship? You know what it's like if someone cleans up for me? It's like I live at home again. I moved out for a reason. I don't want my parents cleaning up for me. I don't want my parents doing my laundry anyway, even though it was great when I was 18 or whatever, but that's over. She's your girlfriend. She's not your mom.
Better get a job and a new man.
She is. She is. She got a new man. He's out 60 hours a week.
That's probably what's happening.
She's with her general manager trying to make sales at the Acura dealership.
I'm going to have to say, yeah, I think he's the asshole.
Have you ever moved in with your girlfriend and you weren't going to make her your wife?
I have never lived with a girlfriend.
I have lived with a girlfriend who ended up being my wife.
Exactly. So just wife her up and make her a stay-at-home mom or wife.
And then she can clean up after her?
Exactly.
Because the boundaries have changed.
Exactly.
Now he works more and cleans everything.
But what is she doing all day?
And she's a trophy wife.
What is she doing all day? She better look bad.
My issue is how he phrased it, because he's just making excuses for himself as to why he shouldn't clean anything. Well, I'm not making a mess. I'm working 60 plus hours a week. I'm doing this. I pay for all the dates, yada, yada, yada. But I told her she could find her dreams. If you're complaining that much, you're just being an asshole.
Yeah. You know how I knew he wasn't from America? He's complaining about working 60 hours a week.
Wait a minute.
That's a regular day.
Work weeks that are less than 60 hours?
That's a regular day. No, not in America. You better get out there and make profit. We're not pensioners.
I work 60 hours a week and I've been barely fucking scraped by.
Who's cleaning your apartment? You are.
No one really, to be honest.
Or your cat.
Well, get a girlfriend and then do a thing and she'll clean it for you.
Well, apparently if you get a girlfriend, she's not going to clean the apartment. So you're still the asshole.
It's a compromise, man. It's a compromise. I don't think he's doing her share.
Nah,
The
he's
cleaning-
making
What it
he's
sounds
making.
like.
The cleaning together thing is cute, but that would annoy the shit out of me. Don't clean with me. Clean when you need to clean.
I get up and vacuum in the middle of the night.
That's
You're
neurosis.
the worst neighbor. Then.
My neighbors the other day, I was sitting
his
upstairs.
wife is sleeping, and all of a sudden she gets woken up at like 3 a.m. because he decides to vacuum. He's hitting the bed with the vacuum cleaner. I gotta do this.
Asking her, have you seen the other piece for this thing?
My
I can't
Dyson
find it.
V12. I got a freaking Dyson V12. That thing's got like a Category 6 hurricane power. That's I'm sucking.
It sounds like a 737
prime
taking
it before
off.
I start. I've got a checklist before I turn the damn thing on. No, hell no. He's the asshole.
I stand on the island all alone.
You know what? Good
She's
for
the
you.
asshole.
Good for you,
Yeah,
Caesar.
good for you.
Stick up for your rights.
Yeah, good for you.
Follow your dreams.
You can
You'll
you're
find
sitting
them.
there upholding the patriarchy.
Hopefully she finds a job that she's happy with.
Or she's probably already found a man that she's happy with.
No,
Hopefully she finds a job, get a new job, or with that certificate, and makes more than him, and then she can tell him to clean.
Yo,
Wow,
I don't see the
shit.
big deal. I would
Or
love to
whatever.
be a
Chill.
stay-at-home dad or
Who
stay-at-home
wouldn't?
guy.
Who wouldn't?
Who
Oh
wouldn't?
my God,
Me too.
sign me up.
This is 2023, bro. I got nothing to prove.
Yeah. I got an Audi Q5 electric in the driveway, and there's brisket in the slow cooker. Are you kidding me?
God. And I gotta pick up the kids after school. Shit. Sign me
doing
up.
a morning workout.
I got a play
every
date to go
day.
to.
Sounds
My
good.
wife's at the San Diego Zoo or whatever, and I'm playing kickball with the kids. Hell yeah.
Right. I gotta go to a Soul Cycle class.
You got to keep yourself up. You got to keep
Oh, I gotta
yourself
keep
looking-
myself up. I can't. Yeah. I gotta stay looking good for her.
She comes home, there's kale chips on the counter. Make yourself a smoothie, whatever you want.
She'll ask me what I was doing all day. Dehydrating. I was dehydrating fruits and vegetables all day just for her. Go to the market, pick up some salmon burgers. Underrated.
Oh, yeah. Sign me up. Can't wait for that.
But all right, so that's all the articles we have for today. We want to thank you for listening. And to stay updated on new content and to join in on our discussion, check us out on Twitter at I'm Not Dumb But. And feel free to name drop this podcast to your friends and family, as they will be impressed on how smart you've become. Until next time, stay curious. Later.
Later.